Hello children, today we are going to discuss synthetic fibers and plastics. Okay children, in previous classes you have learnt about natural fibers. Natural fibers in class 6 you have learned that natural fibers we get from plants. Plant fibers you have learnt in class 6 and in class 7th you have learnt about animal fibers. So these two fibers they are natural fiber. Okay. In this class, we are going to discuss about synthetic fiber. What are synthetic fibers, children? Synthetic fibers are man-made and they are made of chemicals. Man-made and they are made of chemicals. Okay. Synthetic fibers and plastics are made up of chemical molecules and we call them polymers. Children, what are polymers? I am going to explain it. Okay, that these polymers are the part of, they are chemicals, and what are these chemicals? I am going to tell you. What are polymers? Okay, polymers are huge molecules. Like all synthetic fibers which are made, they are, what do you mean by molecules? Like cellulose. Cellulose is molecule. Okay. Plant fiber, it has cellulose, so it is a polymer. Cellulose is it is a polymer. Okay. Polymers are huge molecules. Polymers are, they are huge molecules made of many monomers. Huge molecules usually consisting a long chain made from thousands of similar small molecules called monomers. I am giving you one example. Suppose this is the example of glucose. Okay, if we make the chain of glucose, so single is monomer and chain of this monomer is what? Polymer. Okay, this is one molecule and the chain of these molecules is called polymers. Poly means many. Poly means many. And mer means unit. Okay, so there are many units. As the name implies, a polymer is made up of many repeating units. Okay, polymers, they are made up of many repeating units. Okay, one more thing I would like to tell you, the process by which monomers are linked together. Okay, they are linked together. This is a chemical method that we are making polymers. So in polymers, what are we going to do? We are going to link many monomers, okay, together to form polymers. And this process is called polymerization. What do we call this process? Polymerization. Okay. So is this clear? Now we are coming to the synthetic fiber. As I told you, synthetic fibers are man-made and they are made by polymerization. And natural fibers which we get from nature, like plants and animals. Example of plants fiber, like cotton fiber, jute fiber, and animal fiber, wool, sheep wool from alpaca llama. In class 7th you have learnt. Now we are going to discuss in this class synthetic fibers. Okay. Synthetic fibers, the examples of synthetic fibers are rayon, nylon, polyester, etc. We will take one by one these fibers and I will let you know how are they made and what are their properties, okay, and their uses. First I am taking up rayon. Okay, children, very unique fiber. although we get it from wood pulp, still we call it synthetic. Why? Because half of the process is like the cellulose of the wood is broken by chemicals, and they made some other chemical. That is why we call it synthetic. I am going to tell you, rayon is made from wood pulp. It is made from wood pulp. All you are aware of wood pulp. Like we saw that in water we make the paste of this wood pulp. Okay, wood pulp is first dissolved to make paste in alkaline solution. In which? Alkaline solution. Alkaline solution. And then the thick, what happened when we soak it in alkaline solution? The thick liquid produced, and that thick liquid is then passed to the sieve kind of a structure. Thick liquid then thick liquid passed through tiny holes to make fibers. Okay, and these fibers are formed, and these fibers then they are soaked or in sulfuric acid. In which acid? Sulfuric acid. H2SO4 is what? Sulfuric acid. The fibers are then why we soak this in sulfuric acid? To harden. Okay, because this thick liquid is soft. When the fibers are coming out, first we make them pass through sulfuric acid to harden. Okay, and then the fibers are spun into yarn and woven into clothes. As I told you, this we get from wood pulp. Okay, that is why, and we soak it in alkaline solution. We call it regenerated fibers. Regenerated. Why? Why we call it regenerated fibers? I am telling you. Rayon is called regenerated fibers because the original raw material we get from wood pulp, and I told you what is that from wood pulp. What is there? Cellulose. Okay. This cellulose is broken by chemicals and reformed. Broken, and then we make new chemical. We break it and make new, we can say, polymer out of this. That is why it is no more original. That is why we call it regenerated fiber. Now use of rayon, it is used to make dress material like suits, blouses, jackets, stockings, slacks, etc. And also home furnishings such as bedspread, bed sheet, blanket, curtain, tablecloths, etc. Now we are coming to the nylon. First, how it has got this nylon name, I am going to tell you. It derives its name from the city New York. This N and Y has come from New York, and LON has come from London. Okay, you must have heard many times because it was marketed in both the places same time, same day. Okay, that is why it has got the name nylon. Children, nylon was the first synthetic fibers to be made entirely from chemicals. Like in rayon, wood pulp was used, natural method or natural substance, but it is entirely made of chemicals. Nylon fiber is very strong, elastic, and it is light and wrinkle resistant. These are its properties. It is also wear resistant. That is why nylon garments last for a long time. It is easy to wash and absorb very little water, and it is lustrous in appearance. Children, garments such as saris are made from nylon. They are very cheap saris. They are water resistant, And children, one more thing, as I told you, it is very strong fiber, stronger than steel. Stronger than steel, we say. So being very strong, nylon fiber is used to make ropes, tents, fishing nets and parachutes, etc. Okay children, now we are coming to the next fiber, that is polyester. Can you guess the monomer in polyester? Yes. Ester is what? Monomer. So polyester is manufactured from, first is it is manufactured from petroleum. We get this chemical from petroleum. Okay, we get the chemical for polyester from petroleum. And what is that chemical? Ester. Okay, so polyester is made by repeating unit of a chemical called ester. This is monomer, and many monomer together they form polymer, and that is polyester. It is often mixed with, sometime what we do, this polyester we mix with cotton. And now the property of both come in this new fabric of polyester also, cotton also. So this is the better one, and we call it polycot. What do we call it? Polycot. And sometime we mix it with the wool also. Same way it gets the property of wool as well as of polyester. And what do we call that? Polywool. Polywool. Okay. Now uses of polyester. Polyester is used to make clothes such as trousers, because polycot we can wear in all the season. So polyester is used to make clothes such as trousers, shirts, suits, home furnishing. It is water resistant. It is having property. This polyester is having water resistant property, makes it ideal for garments and jackets that are to be used in wet or damp environment. One very more important use, children, PET. Okay, PET is a form of polyester used to make bottles, films, utensils, wires. You have seen PET bottles, in which the bottles which we keep in the fridge. Okay, they are made of this polyester chemical. Clear, children? Now I am coming to the acrylic. Next synthetic fiber is acrylic. Acrylic is a type of synthetic fiber that resembles wool in its property. Its resemblance is with wool. Okay, means warm in nature. It is lightweight, soft, warm, lightweight, soft, warm. Okay, so and one thing, it can be dyed very well in a variety of color. Variety of color. Clothes made from acrylic, they are cheaper than the wool. In the market, pure wool we get from animal, that is very costly, or we can say costlier than these acrylic one. So nowadays people, because it protect us from the cold, so generally people go for acrylic. Now come to the advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fiber. First we are going to discuss advantages of synthetic fiber. Children, what are the advantages? They are strong. Okay. Crease resistant. Crease means shrinkage do not takes place. Okay. Crease resistant. We wash it and like we do not need to iron the clothes. Okay. They are elastic in nature. and moth proof because they are made of chemicals, so they are moth proof. Children, these moth, they do not eat chemical, silverfish, moth, etc., and they are easy to wash and last for a long time. So these are the advantages of synthetic fiber. Now we are going to discuss disadvantages. As it is having many advantages, some disadvantages are also there. As we know, we are getting it from chemical. Disadvantages. First, some synthetic fiber, they catch fire. They catch fire very readily because they are made of chemical. They melt on heating and stick to the body. Very dangerous. Therefore, they can cause severe burn, injuries. Synthetic clothes should not be worn in the kitchen or in the laboratory. Second is what? In hot and because they do not allow air to pass. Okay, this is the drawback. In hot and humid weather, synthetic clothes, they stick to the body. They stick to the body. Okay, and are therefore very uncomfortable to wear in summer. So they are better, they are good for winters. Okay children, that's all.